Hello, everybody. My name is Pablo Gila, a student of the University of Particular of Loja. And now we are going to talk about a using classroom-based language assessment. We need to begin and know what is language teaching. Language teaching is all about a second language, which is the not a native language. The purpose of this language teaching learning task is to help the student to learn the language that we are teaching. In other words, is the way that we as teachers engage the students to improve their language ability. Uh, Language teaching have some aspects that are a language use task, that is an activity that requires individuals to use language to achieve a particular goal or objective. These activities the students will do in order to improve uh, a specific goal or objective. The language teaching is the process of engaging students in language use tasks for the purpose of improving their language ability. And also, we need to know how to engage the students uh, in order to improve their language ability. For this, we can use feedback, some good attitude, a good commentaries, and others. So to continue, language teaching learning task is a language use task in which teachers and students engage for the purpose of improving a student's language ability. Now we have the main purpose of language teaching and of language teaching learning is to improve students' language learning, enhancing learners in a cognitive, emotional, and social development, and motivating them with positive attitude toward the language and culture they are students. They need to know that the language that they are learning have other like culture that is very important to put them when they are in real situation. So when the next is what is a language assessment? Language assessment is a measure of the proficiency a language user has in any given language. The purpose of this language assessment task is to collect information about language ability and what and how much they have learned. Language assessment also have some aspects, in this case, two main forms that are achievement assessment is the completion of specific objectives set out by a course. It refers to work completed in the lesson and measures the extent to which the pupil has met the learning goals in a given time frame, such as a lesson, series of lessons, or an entire course. The proficiency assessment is the assessment of the student's ability, what they know and what they can do in the real world. It measures a learner's proficiency in a context outside the classroom. And in this, the students or the learners need to defend themselves in a real conversation outside the classroom, because this uh, help them with experience and put them in real situations outside. How do they inform each other? Language teaching and language assessment are in a similar way connected, but we need to understand that exists some difference. For example, language teaching, the students develop a task, and in language assessment, students develop assessment tasks. In language teaching, uh, it's promoting learning, and the language assessment is aimed at collect information about how the learners already know. So the main difference of these two is that teaching and assessment is just in their purposes. So this is my exposition. Thank you so much.